Hey, everybody, welcome to the Beyond the Natural podcast show. We got a very special show for you, indeed. So, we're going to be talking about some Marvel stuff. So we got some Marvel updates for you. It's not really an update, it's more like, what do the future holds? Okay, what do the future hold? What do this Spider-Man No Way Home hitting this $1 billion mark mean for the rest of us? So we're gonna talk about that and much more. Don't go nowhere. Just be right here and be in your seat or in your car. Hopefully you're not in your car. So just be right here. I'm gonna be right back after this quick intro.
Hey, let's take a short break real quickly because I want to tell you about Crypto Unplugged. I was just ecstatic when this landed in my lap because Crypto Unplugged is simply about a journey of three individuals that is entering into the crypto space. Now, we all know that crypto is becoming quite popular right about now, and yes, we need to transform our wallets. Literally transform our wallets. So, they talk about overcoming their obstacles and defining the popular opinion to finally be in a place where goals can be realized. And they want to get you there too. Yes. Why would I be selfish with all the wisdom that I've been binging lately? Just listening to all of their different past episodes and their most recent episodes. Crypto Unplugged has special episodes that's tailored for the novice, those who are in between, and those who are even advanced. You can hear some of the stories and resonate with this whole crypto amazing puzzle. Join them on the journey. Don't go nowhere. Simply go over to Spotify, wherever you listen to any podcast. Tell them that Marcus Art sent you with a review. Of course, leave them a review and tell them that I sent you, Marcus Art, from Transform Your Media Network, from all your special and favorite shows that you binge over here. Add them to your favorites list. Add them to your subscription list. However you gotta do it, but listen to them right now because this crypto thing is blowing out of the water, and you're gonna get lost. So until next time, many blessings, peace, and lots of love.
All right, my people. We back to the Beyond the Natural podcast show. So we got a very special show, as I promised you. We're gonna be talking about some Marvel stuff, some Marvel somatic stuff. Uh, particularly Spider-Man No Way Home. So if you did not see the movie, you are on the late show, my friend. Don't forget to subscribe to us, like us, and all that other good stuff. You know, do what you need to do your due diligence. Make sure you leave a review. Reviews are appreciated because, like, those reviews are working, man. Those subscriptions are working, man. We are we are like on the top. I was about to say number two. We ain't quite there, but you're gonna help us get there. I know, but we are on the top 200 charts for Apple Podcasts. Woohoo! Need some sound effects for that. But we have made it thanks to you guys, my loyals out there. My freaking Beyond the Natural podcast audience. So love you so much. So Spider-Man No Way Home hit its $1 billion success. Another one for Marvel. They knock it out the park. For one, I saw the movie. I am a crazy fanatic of Marvel. I love everything Marvel. If you know me, you know that. If you don't know me, you're gonna hear a lot more Marvel. Throughout the season. In this new season that we are in, this new 2022. And by the way, Happy New Year. If I didn't tell you already, But Happy New Year, welcome to 2022. So throughout 2022, we're gonna be talking about a little bit more Marvel because like Marvel got some big more blockbusters that they hope to like knock it out of the park. But what I like most and appreciated about Spider-Man No Way Home is the fact that they did take the time, they did put the effort in to they expanded the the imagination of their comic book story. They 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 also expanded like the uh, what if we could see what we see what we read in the comic books and see it in on the big screen a little bit more. And they would they didn't do it word for word, letter for letter, but they 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 they, they hit it at the right spot. They hit it in the right spot. And you know although some may say, okay, it's not exactly like how it is in the comments when you're watching the movies. You definitely got to go back and read the comments to really get an understanding of all of these hidden characters that come out of nowhere, and what's going on when you see the three Spider-Mans, and where these references come from and all of that. Uh, it, it, you know they nailed it because like you know when we did have this chaos with Sony with their two Spider-Mans, and then Marvel came out with their Spider-Mans. We were all kind of trying to figure out like how was we going to resolve this issue? How were we going to figure this out? And they figured it out. They put it together. They put all three of them in there. Andrew Garfield, Tom Hollis, Toby, he did his thing. I mean, talk about some pretty good chemistry all three of them had together, and I'm under this speculation that this movie is quite hintful that we're going to see more stuff like this. So that's one indicator of some of the future effects from just the magic of Spider-Man No Way Home, of seeing three Spider-Mans, uh, three character storylines, being able to coexist in one movie. Boy, I have not seen that before. And what would this be like if we was to see this in maybe other movies? Will other movies be able to steal from this and put their own spin? Will DC be able to do this? With their Batman characters, maybe we'll see multiple Batmans in one movie. So that's the type of thing that I think we were kind of waiting on last year. We was waiting for something that something huge to happen, something that was going to like really like take us away, from reality for a bit, and put us in, really put us in the story, and really put us in in the shoes of the characters, and really make us feel the action, because there was some real good action, some real good effects in this movie. We seen like great use of the costume designs, we seen even like how the villains were even like captured, like some of these villains with the personality of the villains were kind of changed up a bit. And you know um, Jamie Foxx would he did some pretty remarkable acting. Like I I, I I mean that's just the very special thing about Marvel, how they can like bring so many different actors and actresses, and put them um, in these movies, and really make it work. Like it really is like a super team. It's like like you see what the Lakers are trying to do, but it, it's not really working. It's working, but it's not really working. But we see Marvel. They really got the formula. Okay, and and like the other studios, they are quite obviously jealous. They are quite obviously jealous that like this big studio can really pull it off like this. Okay, and I think it really behoove of some of these studios to really get the act together and and really start uh, doing doing something better. Okay, so what else can we really adopt from this other than like I can brag all day about how great it is, great the movie was. When when I think uh, about the optimism of the fact that um, movie theaters are are not really going to go away because we got big box office movies like this that's going to continue to roll out, and continue that can like definitely be proof in the pudding, uh, to like make it a, a worldwide event. Like I think that's pretty exciting for someone like me that really loves the movie experience, that the uh, really loves being able to uh, go out on a date, and you need a place to take your date to, like, and like what good place than a movie, than a good old movie, okay? And when you got a good movie to go see, that makes it even more special. So there's definitely more pressure to get the best movies in the theater, okay? So a lot of people will say, well, the movie theater's going to phase out. I don't think so. This movie proved that like the movie theater will not phase out. Not no time soon. Okay, not no time soon at all. Okay, Spider-Man No Way Home. So like if you have saw it, you definitely I would definitely like to invite you to let me know what you, what your favorite part of the movie was. What you think uh, the effect of this movie will have on the future of maybe other movies, or maybe just the box office in general, or maybe just maybe the economy. What do you think is going to happen on the economy? Will movies be the thing that's going to keep the economy alive? Um, I think so. I think like when you got good entertainment, I think and then like it's not heavily overpriced. I think this is a thing that can really keep the economy rolling. I think entertainment that's available, and it's good entertainment, is a good indication that like we are still optimistic and still hopeful about the future. You know, when we start having like constant rollout of like bad entertainment, it is a real good indication that like something's terribly wrong, in our world, and like the world's too depressed. But when we got fun movies like this, like Spider-Man No Way Home, it lets you know that like there's still hope for the future. So that's one thing I like about it. So yeah. One thing we can add about Spider-Man No Way Home, that like far as like the movie itself, is that like it's pretty clear that this is just a soft reboot of the superhero himself. Most people think that this just a continuation, that like this like the final chapter in the trilogy, But and here's a spoiler. But at the end of the movie, he lost his Aunt May. Tom Holland, Peter Parker. He lost his Aunt May, and like but he had also chosen to erase the memory of every single one of his remaining friends, and then he evolved from like just a, a um, regular regular hometown Spider-Man, who relied on the help of the mentor of Iron Man and Doctor Strange, into a loner who now understands that with great power comes great responsibility. That famous quote and line that comes in the movie. So think about the first two entries in the Homecoming trilogy. It featured a more Disney-fied version of Spider-Man, and the final installments. What I like about it, it really took you back to the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man films that Sony made in the 2000s and the tens. So any future Spider-Man now that's going to start Holland is going to now take on more of a serious tone. It's not going to be so like uh, Disney-fied, so it's not going to be so like kid down. Um, the fact about that memory wiping plot line, it's also going to serve the Sony corporate's mandate for years to come. And Sony and Disney, they're going to continue to. I really believe strongly that they're going to continue to co-produce the Holland Spider-Man films, and the character itself is going to be more fully integrated into the MCU. But the good thing also is that Sony is going to be able to develop its own superhero universe on Spidey, just which is convenient because all of those Peter's MCU buddies has forgotten his secret identity, so we'll be able to see Spider-Man jump in and out of multiple universes. Um, you know, so like it's gonna be pretty cool to have like a real like and no pun intended tangled web of franchises coming together here, and we'll be able to get all of the comic book storylines from the Spideyverse to the big screen, and which is pretty cool. Um, we might even get um, some of the some of the some of the villains that we didn't think we were going to see being able to cross over from the worlds to fight. The Holland's Peter Parker and the Tobey Maguire and the Andrew Garfield Peter Parker. Um, so this is going to be pretty cool. You know, it's like, I mean, I guess to, to for many of the fans, the true Spider-Man is really overwhelmed by his obligations. And he's also rather lonely since every time he reveals his secret identity, anyways, to someone, the person ends up in like danger. So it kind of makes sense that like they taking this route. Um, so I think I really think I like what they're doing. Um, and just to kind of close things out, um, I think it. I think what would be great too would be, you know, for the studio to like to continue to build like more superheroes, Now that we've seen a lot of the care older fan favorites kind of kind of aging out a bit. So, and since we saw the Shang-Chi and the Eternals, these movies arise, um, it's going to be pretty interesting to see what they come up with, and really trying to create a new puzzle for us fans to figure out. So I'm pretty curious to see where that goes, and I think I'm pretty confident. Not that I think, I'm pretty confident that um, Tom Holland's Peter Parker is really going to lead the way into bringing a lot of these new characters into the MCU as well. So I think that's going to be um, something that's going to be really really interesting in the future as well, in the near future. So we're going to see a lot of recruiting going on. Um, Still got Loki, running around here. And then we just saw the Hawkeye series, which was cool. We saw how that played out, and but yeah, make sure go ahead if you haven't saw this movie, check it out, and check out a lot of the Disney um, Plus series too to get caught up, you know. So that's all I got. That's all I have for you today. Again, make sure you share this with somebody you know, someone you don't know, as it does help to further the message, the commentating that we do on this program. I'm your host, of course, Marcus Hart. Uh, this is the Beyond the Natural Show. Remember, if it isn't natural, it must be beyond the natural. Real experiences, real stories. I'm out until next time.